Hi, this is Sarah for Pixels and Pills. We're in Boston at DTC's National Conference. I'm with Mr. RJ Lewis, who's from eHealthcare Solutions. Can you tell us about your position at the company and also a little bit of background about the company itself?
Sure. I'm the founder of eHealthcare Solutions. We've been in business for about 12 years now. We're a large vertical ad network. We were actually the first vertical ad network in the healthcare space. We represent about 70 different publishers who own or operate about 400 different websites, and the audiences that we reach are physicians, healthcare professionals, patients, and caregivers.
So what is it you do to connect with both physicians and also the patients themselves?
Well, our vision statement is the aggregation of niche audiences for the benefit of both the publisher and the marketer. And what I mean by that is we bring marketers opportunities to reach their target audience, whether that's primary care physicians, endocrinologists, etc., across a whole array of websites. By aggregating those sites together, we can offer them substantial reach to be competitive with a group like a WebMD, for example. The kinds of things we allow them to do are banner advertising, email opportunities, newsletter sponsorships, microsites, pretty much anything digital. We're getting into video and mobile as well. On the publisher side, the benefit of aggregation is that many of our individual publishers, particularly when you look at niche disease sites, they might not have the reach necessary to be effective or to be a player and sit down at the media table based on their reach alone. But when you aggregate their content with the content of hundreds of other sites, you get substantial reach.
How do you find that things are changing now that people are taking those steps towards really incorporating mobile, incorporating applications? How does that affect the way people advertise as well?
Well, I think probably the biggest change is that digital for the longest time has been held to a higher bar when it comes to measurability and the ability to demonstrate ROI. Now that ROI has been demonstrated in digital consistently across numerous campaigns, thanks to groups like Dynamic Logic, ComScore, and all the folks that are measuring the impact of actually what a brand gets for their promotion, I think what's happening is other media, print, television, etc., they're now being asked to step up and measure up to the same higher bar that digital's been asked to measure up to. So it's an interesting dynamic of what you're seeing as media dollars continue to shift to digital. That happens often at the expense of other media, but it also happens simply because it's more measurable.
So you mentioned you've had a long-standing involvement with DTC. What has been your involvement during the last few years or last 12 years? How long have you been working with them?
Well, we've been certainly coming to the DTC conference for many, many years. We've sponsored it many years as well. We're an exhibitor here now. It's a great conference for networking and meeting various pharma brand managers and others that are potential prospects for us, as well as forming partnerships with some of the other exhibitors here. Our involvement, or I should say the kind of thing that's been most intriguing over the time that we've spent coming to this conference, is how it shifted very radically from no mention of the internet probably 8 or 10 years ago. I'm not sure how long the conference is going on, but that's probably about right, maybe 7, 8 years. Initially, there was essentially no mention of the internet, and when you look at like today's sessions, we were well into day 2 before you had anybody talk about anything but the internet. It used to be all about television, it used to be all about print. Now it's got very much a digital-centric and a digital focus. And you look at other conferences that are digital-centric, and I mean the interest, if you will, and the attendance is huge.
Well, thank you so much for speaking with us today, and we'll see you at a future DTC conference, I'm sure.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. This is Sarah McClellan with Pixels and Pills.